Everyone, happy 31st of October. Also, if you celebrate it, happy Halloween, everyone. Oh, it's very exciting. We're not doing anything for Halloween. We don't usually do anything. I just like the season. So I like autumn. I like that it's here. And I like all the decorations that I see around. And I like the spooky, creepy kind of thing. I don't like horror movies though. Not a fan, because I will jump at anything and I will not sleep because I have weird dreams. So it's not advisable to make me watch a horror movie. Having said that though, I don't know, is Train to Busan a horror movie? It's a zombie movie, I know that much. It's a Korean zombie movie and it's amazing. I was weeping like a child at the end of it. It really tugged at my little heartstrings. But then I cry at adverts, so I'm quite an emotional person. But anyway, wildly off topic. How are you all today? I can't remember if I've said this, but how are you all today? Hope you're all doing well. And if you do celebrate Halloween, I hope you've got something really, really nice planned for today. Right, what am I doing today? Today I'm working. It's the usual Friday for us, so both of us are working, and then I will go and collect Rob. Then we'll go to the supermarket, do our weekly food shop, and then we'll come home, we'll have pizza. It's Pizza Friday. We always have a pizza on a Friday. It's a nice way to say goodbye to the working week and hello to the weekend. It's a good celebration and we always look forward to it. Every week we're like, it's pizza on Friday, it's pizza on Friday. And then we'll get to Friday, and as I've just had this conversation with Rob, as he left my car, he was like, it's pizza tonight. Yes, it is. It's pizza tonight. It's ridiculous, isn't it? The little things to get us through the day. So yeah, and then we'll come home, eat the pizza, and then go to bed and have a good long sleep. It's going to be great. Not very adventurous, I know. Sorry, just changing hands. But there you have it. My voice is a little bit gravelly. If you do hear it twinge a little bit, I don't know what's going on. I am overdue an illness of some sort. And I think because I've not been going into the office, I've not been getting, well, I say not been going into the office. I'm only going in on a Monday now for the moment until, just changing hands again. I'm only going in on Monday since Rob changed his jobs because it's on my way to work. And it made sense just to go in for the 1 day a week at least, just to see how I get on. And it's very tiring. So I'm only doing the 1 day. But I think because I've not been in so much, I haven't been around to catch all the colds that are going around the office. So I've not been ill yet. The last time I was ill was the time that Rob passed out and hit his head. So yeah, that was back end of June, that was. So, I'm doing well, aren't I? Doing really well. I'm usually riddled with loads of illnesses by now, but no, I'm doing really well. So I am, all that to say, I am overdue an illness of some sort. Yeah. So who knows if it's going to happen. It feels like a little rumbling. I haven't got the weighted head, which sounds weird, but I can't think of any other way to explain it. You know when your head just feels deflated and like, oh, something's on its way. It doesn't feel like that. I just feel really tired. So I don't know whether the tiredness is masking the weirdness. I don't know. But either way, my throat is a bit weird and my nose is blocked, but it's always blocked. So nothing new there, really. Right, I am down here, as I'm sure you can imagine, for a cup of tea. I've not long got home from taking Rob, and because it's a Friday, the traffic is so much lighter. Changing hands again. Oh, I need to start doing my weights again. It's ridiculous. Can't hold my arm up for very long. So I haven't quite started work yet because as I am home early. It's 25 minutes past 7 now, so I will hurry up, grab my cup of tea, and then I'm going to start work. So that's going to be good. But yeah, oh my goodness, am I tired. I haven't talked about anything crafty, have I? I've done a little bit more, not a lot, on the Stephen West mystery knit along. And I also did a bit of research actually on the weekly advent. So let me just perch. The weekly advent that I got, this one from Along Avec Anna. I had a look back on her Instagram because I remember last year she posted the pictures of what was in the kit. She like opened the kit on camera and showed you what was in there and then showed you the final piece. So I remembered her doing that and I thought, oh, I know, I'm going to have a look and see what dates she posted those posts on, because then that'll give me a better idea as to when to open the weekly advent. And she posted, because I looked at the calendar and I think one of your lovely selves did say there's only 3 weekends before Christmas in December. Which you are correct. I checked this morning and yeah, you are correct. And it doesn't quite make sense. And then I thought, oh, Fridays. And I think you even mentioned maybe do it on like the 7th day, because then that's a week. But it doesn't quite work out either, because then the final one will still be opening after Christmas Day. So that's why I went onto her Instagram and had a little nose. And she opened them. The first one she opened on the 3rd, second one on the 10th, which was a week later. The third one on the 18th, again a week later, and then the final one on the 24th, which does actually make sense now I'm looking at those numbers, because they're a week apart, but they are also before Christmas Day, so they'll all be open before Christmas Day, so that's fantastic. And the final one, which will be really exciting, will be the one that I have to make over the Christmas holiday, which is going to be great. But I also have the Bird Street yarn box, which I was trying to figure out when to open, and I was going to open it on Christmas Eve and then make it over the Christmas holiday, which I could do. I could have 2 Christmassy projects from my advents, although the Christmas box isn't an advent, it is a Christmas box. So I could have 2 Christmassy projects to work on. I don't know, I'll have a think about when to open the Bird Street Yarns one. However, I think those are the dates that I'm going to do for the Along Avec Anna weekly advent, because I imagine those are going to be the same dates that Anna's going to do the reveal of what's in there. So I'd rather open it first before I see those, because I don't like avoiding Instagram. It's really hard, and whenever I go on there I always get a spoiler of some sort. So if I can open them in line with when she's opening them, that's going to be great. So I'm going to do that. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Oh dearie me. Right, I better get my cup of tea. And then I'll check back with you in a little bit. Good afternoon, everyone. I am back for my final check-in of today. And I know, there's not a lot of footage today, but work got the better of me, I'm afraid. I ended up working a lot later than I had hoped, but that's fine. It's how it is. And if I'm needed, I will work and I will take the time back another time. So that's fine. But I did manage to get something finished. So I'm really excited to show you that. I was just checking, you can't see it. No, you can't, so that's exciting. But before I show you that, I just wanted to quickly say a huge thank you to you all for being with me during Vlogtober. I know it wasn't as planned. I was hoping to film on a daily basis, but I completely didn't recognise how tight my time is at the minute. I mean, I've said this a number of times since obviously starting to drive Rob to and from work. That does take a lot of time out of my day, and on top of that I do work my own job 8 hours a day, so apart from Wednesdays, but Wednesdays have just been a complete write-off the last 2 weeks because I have had to work or I've had things going on, so it's just been a little bit wild to say the least, and I haven't been able to film as much as I wanted, which I'm really sad about. So I am looking forward to 2026 Vlogtober, because touch wood, there won't be anything that's happening and I can do it properly. So yes, my apologies that it wasn't as it was, and I'm mostly apologising to myself because I do put these ideas in my head and I like to follow through. So just a huge thank you. Thank you so much for being with me, and thank you so much for commenting and just being generally wonderful, because you are all fantastic and I am so grateful for all of you. So thank you once again. Now, Vlogmas should be better. I should be able to film on a daily. I know I'm kind of assuming here because the time constraints are still going to be in place. Rob can't drive again. The earliest will be the 28th of December if the DVLA give his licence back in good time. fingers crossed, keep your fingers and toes crossed for both me and Rob that everything goes smoothly and Rob is driving again on the 28th of December. It will be the best Christmas present for both of us ever. Really will. But Vlogmas should be daily videos, and well, there's no and there. They should be daily videos because I do have weekly advent daily. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long year. I've got daily advents to open. So my plan is to, even if I've got days that are a bit tight, I will still I'll open the advents and I'll go through them with you and things like that. So at least there will be a video a day. It might not be a very long video, but at least there will be one. And it might not be a video whereby I take you through the day, but I just think it would be nice to open the advents and share them with you. Now, I'm not going to put spoiler warnings in my Vlogmas videos because it takes me a lot of time to put in the chapters on my videos. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there are breaks in my videos, which are chapters. So it just means that you can navigate through the videos a lot easier. I did choose to do them during Vlogtober because I did have spoiler warnings. And I can't remember if I did it last year for Vlogmas. I can't remember if I did, but I'm just going to let you know that I won't be doing chapters for this Vlogmas because it's just going to help me in terms of cutting down the time with regards to editing and uploading and things like that. So apologies for that, but I will say I'm about to show and whatever I'm about to show, and then you've got plenty of time to sort of either skip the video or whatever you choose to do, but that is just a little something in there. Right, is that all my admin done? Oh no, the next video, I did say this yesterday, the next video will be my podcast, my weekly podcast on Friday. So I'm super excited to do that because I'm going to let loose. I'm going to go wild and I'm going to do some other projects that I've had on the needles for a long time. Try and get some projects finished. As you know, I do have a sweater, 2 sweaters actually, that are ridiculously close to being finished. So hopefully, if I'm well behaved, I will get those done. And I'm pretty close on the Stephen West. You can just see it here actually. It is being very cheeky and poking in at the frame, but I do really want to get that finished because it's just nice to get it done, and it's done and then I can carry on with everything else. But I do need to regroup at the weekend and figure a couple of things out in terms of what my next projects are going to be. What do I need to focus on next? Because I do have some Christmas gifts and ordinary gifts. I'm looking at a teddy bear here that I really could do with getting done. So I need to sit down at the weekend and just regroup, sort my mind out and kind of figure things out. So hopefully when I see you in a week, there'll be lots of exciting crafty progress to share with you. But for now, I do have some crafty progress to show you, but I'll start with the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. That should give you a clue as to which one is finished. The Stephen West Mystery Knit Along MusiKAL, I've not done a lot. I've really not. In fact, I've not even moved the stitch marker. No, I've not. I've not even moved the progress marker. So that was the progress marker where I showed you yesterday. I haven't moved it. What I did yesterday was, I told you I had finished this second brioche section, and all I've done is start this stripe. I think I am on the last, woo dear, oh my gosh, don't do that. I do have needle stoppers, they are on. Stitch stoppers, why do I keep calling them needle stoppers? Well, I suppose they are, they're stoppers that go on the end of your needles. What are they? Needle stoppers or stitch stoppers? Oh, I suppose it could be both. Anyway, completely digressing. Nearly done with the stripe. I'm on the last row of it, and then I need to look at all my numbers once I've weighed this yarn, yes, this yarn, and figure out if it is possible to do my next brioche section in the colours that I have. And I think one of yourselves did say about using the other charcoal that I have. I have completely moved the bag now, but there, as I showed you yesterday, I do have some leftovers from Shawlography. I have a charcoal. My yarn is by Eden Cottage Yarns. My apologies, I keep forgetting to tell you who the yarn is by, but it is by Eden Cottage Yarns. It is their Milburn 4-ply, which if I remember correctly is 85% Blueface Leicester and 15% silk. I think it's gorgeous. Highly recommend this yarn, it is beautiful. and I used the same yarn for my shellography, which is my first ever Stephen West mystery knit along, so I do have some left, and one of those colourways is charcoal. But because it's been quite a few years since I did shellography, the dye lot has changed. Totally get that, it happens. So one of your lovely selves did say, why don't you bind off with the charcoal leftovers from shellography, because I have about this much left of the one from shellography, so there's more than enough to do the bind off. So thank you so much for that suggestion. There's some fantastic suggestions in the comments and I'm so grateful. And as I say, I will go through all the comments again and just have a little nose and see suggestions. But yes, nearly there on this. I'm quite excited. But yeah, that is not shellography, it's MusiKAL. I'm rushing a little bit. I do apologise because Rob has messaged and said that I can pick him up early tonight. So he's finishing at 6. It is now 10 to 5. So I need to wash up. I need to tidy the house. I need to get dressed because I'm not actually dressed. I'm wearing my lazy trousers. So I need to get dressed because we're going food shopping tonight. So yeah, I need to be presentable. Kind of presentable. Yeah. So yeah, I'm rushing a little bit because I'm thinking, I've got to go out. But I have managed to finish something this evening and I am so excited because I didn't think I'd be able to finish either of them. I haven't finished that one, but I've finished this one. So are you ready to see my Gnettle? It is adorable. I'm so happy with it. I might steam the legs a little bit because they're a little bit wonky and I'll explain in a moment. But are you ready for this? This is my Gnettle, which was the mystery gnome by Sarah Shearer. And here it is. How fantastic is this? I really want to have Gnettle as the thumbnail. I might just do that, or I might just, I don't know, I might just do that because how could you not? Look, it's fantastic, isn't it? I don't know how I managed to get this finished, to be honest, because in the time that I had, because I had to finish the bottom, so the bottom is all done, and then we used the yarn from finishing it off to separate the segments or to split the segments like that, which I think is fantastic. So it is essentially a witchy pumpkin. It's wonderful with the lovely bent hat, really cute. Obviously the nose I did this evening, and then the hair I did split. Isn't that a fantastic effect? I love that effect. It's brilliant. So the hair I've sewn on, the nose I've sewn on, and then the legs I've sewn on, which are great and they look so good. How fantastic is that? I think it's brilliant. So what I mean by the legs is that I knitted them on magic loop, so the legs are flat that way, but the feet are there, so it looks like they've got really well, the legs are just flat, aren't they? So if I can kind of steam block the legs so that they're like that, I think that's going to be much better. But yes, there is the fantastic Gnettle. And I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy that it's finished because, as I say, getting one of the mystery knit-alongs done feels like such an accomplishment. And I feel like it's a great end to Vlogtober, to the wild Vlogtober that I have just had. I have a finished mystery knit-along. I'm so happy. Although this should have been done a long time ago because the last clue came out a while ago. But anyway, it's done. Really happy. Oh, I love it. I love it. Right, I am going to have to leave that there because, as I say, I've got to go and sort some stuff out and then I've got to go and collect Rob. So this video might be a little bit late tonight, but I will do my best to get it up to you as soon as possible. Oh, it feels weird. It feels weird ending now, but as I say, if I can, I will do a video at the weekend, but I think this weekend we're just going to have as a bit of a wind down, kind of, yeah, come back down from everything and just kind of relax from the last 2 weeks because it's been a lot for both of us. So I think we could do with a weekend where we're both just breathing, relaxing, just doing nothing. I think that's going to do us the world of good. So I will see you in a week on Friday. It does feel really weird saying that, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, it really does mean the absolute world to me. Again, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout Vlogtober. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week if I don't see you. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.